What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Hologram. The absolute craziness does continue with this stock. I want to go over what just came out, what is truly meaning, and everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So Hologram went down 5.38% today, despite putting out news. So ultimately, they are still doing the PR blitz. They, like I said, in case you haven't paid attention to them, December the 20th, or whenever it was, December the 30th, they put out news, and that is what kickstarted their seems to be a addiction to PR. So they put out news today, and ultimately, still very, very complex. And so it shows that they are kind of working off of the Bitcoin blockchain. They're going to be working in quantum in there. Previously, they did put out this news on February the 10th, saying that they plan to purchase derivatives on Bitcoin or digital currency related securities of up to 200 million. They kind of piggyback off of that with this, but they do state that they want to do a 200 million investment, and this is to actually have a quantum kind of blockchain. So they do want to develop actual new technology because this does not exist. Although, like I said in the past, they've done way too overly complex PRs, and even myself, sometimes I just have to read it 2 or 3 times, and then sometimes even if I don't get it the third time, throw it into ChatGPT and get them to explain it to me. ChatGPT even stated right here, the concept that they're referring to is unclear and not a recognized term in blockchain research. So even ChatGPT, for the most part, is saying, hey, these guys are kind of just talking a lot of nonsense. And that is all fine and dandy. Now they're honestly, I hate being the bad guy, on a side note. So quite a few stocks I just cover, and Hologram is one of them now. So hopefully a lot of you do appreciate my brutal honesty, which has been very accurate with pretty much majority of the stocks I do cover. But nonetheless, I hate being the bad guy. I wish Hologram would just get their damn crap together and just do something normal. This stock, I feel like they have piggybacked off of the DeepSeek hype, and then they do Bitcoin, they do quantum. Now they're like, hey, why don't we just merge quantum and like Bitcoin together and let's just do something. So now they're just making up stuff. They're just making up that they want to research unfound technology, which is all fine and dandy. If they actually do somehow make something new, I'm sure it could be good. But at the same time, they also did this right here. So my favorite thing with this company, they did a prospectus, but not only that, it got a lot worse. So they did a prospectus 6/19 this morning. So once again, this stock loves to do their prospectuses. It's always the exact same cookie cutter kind of scenario, 365 days out there, convertible, and it is ultimately 28 million, subtract fees, 25. But this is where this gets different, and there is a reason why they're doing this one different. So if we pop this open, immediately my eyes drew to this. It is 40 million. So they are ramping up the actual dollar value. Like I said, all of these that have come out, so January 21st, January the 6th, October the 30th, August 23rd, July 10th, June the 20th, and so forth. All of those were the exact same cookie cutters, 28 mil, subtract admin fees, 25. So that's what got the company a grand total of 257 million, which was disclosed on February the 10th. Interesting point though, they didn't submit a 6K or a 6F showing that that is true information, because that's new. They should be letting people know, but beside the point, they upped it to 40. And the reason why they are doing that is because now they are going to be submitting their earnings within 120 days, so most likely in April, but that's only up until the end of December. So now they are free to increase their amount, because this will not be disclosed for pretty much a whole nother year. So as bad as I hate to say it, like almost a year ago when I said, hey, any money that you invest in this company, your equity is going to go poof. And in April, once we find out the level of dilution that has been occurring, then it's going to be a shit show. Pardon my French. And what I mean by that is when they last submitted in April this 20F, it did show that the outstanding share count went from roughly about 5 to, I think it was like 105 or 110 million shares. So a lot of dilution. Even that did indicate that all of that was done because of the convertible notes. And the convertible notes that was part of this was only roughly 2. And I think that was at the tail end of 2023. So very little prospectuses and notes that caused that level of dilution. And when people say, like, I just honestly kind of laugh when someone says in the comments, prove that there's dilution. Honestly, that does get me laughing, because that level of dilution went from 5 to 105 or 110 million. That was based on one note. Since then, they did, let's count it all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this January one is going to be on the following years. So they did 8 additional notes. That is going to cause, most likely, the actual outstanding share count from like 110 to probably in the billions, if not more than that. So yeah, I don't think you actually fully understand the gravity of what is happening. And like I said, I like to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. The company definitely can be doing something substantial with this money, but this news, honestly, I think is the nail on the coffin, because they are indicating here that this unfound technology, they want to put 200 million. So of the 257, they want to invest 200 million into various companies and whatever else to get to this new unfound technology. So they are literally going to waste it. And in my opinion, I think this is obviously kind of just my own opinion, of course, but I think then now that they actually stated what they're going to be doing, they can just easily funnel the money through a lot of their subsidiaries and it can go lost, right? But nonetheless, the news that came out today, I think honestly, it does really 100% truly kill any hope that this company is going to do something of substance. So this 200 million is going to go towards 200 plus million, I think. Or sorry, no, it says no more than 200. So 200 million is going to go towards unfound technology. And not only that, anticipate, since we're in a new calendar year now, a whole new level of dilution. So you might be starting to see one almost every 3 weeks, most likely. And it looks as though, like I said, they are ramping it up to 40 and then subtract admin fees and stuff like that. So it is going to be a complete wild ride, but most likely they are going to bring it down until, I guess, a reverse stock split does happen. And this is why they're doing PRs, so many PRs, to try to keep it afloat. So let me know your viewpoint on Hologram. Like I said, I really do hate to be the bad guy, the bearer of bad news. I really wish I came out and I had like good stuff to say about this company, saying, hey, you know what, this actually has unfound technology. Like if ChatGPT honestly even stated like, hey, this has some viable like future potential, then you know what, I would be like, hey, you know what, they actually might be doing something credible. But even ChatGPT is saying that this company is full of crap. Of course, I'm reading between the lines, but let me know your viewpoint. Do you disagree with me and ChatGPT, and what's your thoughts on the recent prospectus? So let me know your thoughts on all of that. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. If you are looking for some real winners, pop over to my Patreon. I put out buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.